check out purposelyhere.com, where you will find my self-published book. Purposelyhere.com also has exclusive merchandise for men, women, and kids. Purposelyhere.com is also available on your mobile devices. Stay tuned and enjoy the video. What's up, YouTube? It's Demetria Beckham, and I'm back with another video. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to check out my website, purposelyhere.com, where you can find my self-published book, as well as this t-shirt and so much more. All right, so ladies, let's talk a little bit. Got a question for you all. I've been noticing over the years, a lot of the girls in their late teens through their 20s has been on this kick where they feel that they should go through a whole phase and that they should encourage other girls in their age bracket to do the same thing before they decide to settle down. I'm a little confused as to why that is advice given, advice received, or a mindset to even have. In your late teens through your 20s, that should be a time in your life where your mindset is thinking long-term, thinking future. Therefore, you should be in your mind trying to align yourself and position yourself for the candidate or the man, the husband that the Most High has for you. But instead, we are talking about whole phases. We are talking about being run through. We are talking about experimenting life with guys, not being locked down, not being tied down in a relationship, but just being free and doing as you want with your body, with your life. I don't get it, but it's the thing that's going on. And then you go through this whole phase where you slut yourself out, and then you hit an epiphany over in your 30s, like, oh my gosh, I'm ready to settle down now, and I'm ready to have a family. I'm ready to be a mother. I'm ready to be a wife. When in fact, the years that you slutted out should have been dedicated to that. It should have been dedicated to mothering and your children, having children, and being a wife. So then once many hit that understanding of that's what I'm ready for, that's what I want, then a man of value is like, why should I consider you when you've slutted your life out? You slutted yourself out. You went through this hot girl phase. You went through the outside phase. You went through whatever phase it was that was going on during that time. And then I hear, well, I'm not trying to mess my body up. I'm not trying to mess my body up with no baby. All right. Now that's real stupid. You sound real dumb. I'm just gonna be very honest. You sound real dumb. It's because if I'm not mistaken, in scripture, but y'all don't like to deal with that. Many of y'all say, oh, we ain't in the Bible days. Okay. Believe that if you want to, because the Bible has not been totally fulfilled. So yes, we are still living during those times, even over through till now. Okay. But you say, okay, I don't want to mess my body up. But in scripture, we know clearly that the woman was created as the man was to replenish the earth for family. Our bodies were created with a reproductive system, all right? Which then means we should be having babies. We should be part of the equation for reproduction. Yet we're so concerned with, I don't want to mess my body up. Okay, well, have the baby work out. Get your snapback right. That is a reason why you need to be having your children early on in life, when your body still has that ability to snap back due to its youth, rather than you waiting to get up in your 30s, up in your 40s. And I'm not saying that you cannot exercise and get your body back fit at those ages, but most of us know who's gotten to that age or has heard from those that has been at that age that it's harder. It's harder to lose that weight. It's harder to build that muscle. It's harder to stay motivated for working out. But you do it early on, you have those children, you work your body back to its shape. It's because it still has its youth, or more of its youth, I should say, because 30s and 40s is really not old as long as you're taking care of your body. But then we say we don't want to have children. Ain't nobody, that baby about to stretch my body out, mess my body up, so on and so forth. So you choose to wait. But then when you choose to wait, and it's actually time then, or you say this time and you're ready to have children, now your body doesn't respond as it should to reproduction because of how much damage you have possibly done to your body. Now you're saying, oh, the doctor's saying I'm infertile, I can't have kids, now I have to go through IVF or find someone to carry for me. All those years of sin has now damaged your body. You can't reproduce. Now, understand this. I'm not saying that every woman with issues of reproduction is due to that. No, there may be other underlying reasons, but majority of the time, it's because of the damage that you have caused to your body. The Most High is saying, why would I take this trifling temple that you have made into a trifling temple and now allow it to house my precious child of this man of value? Why would I do that? Why would I give you something so precious and your body is worn down and you've destroyed it? Why would I do that? Now, understanding the Most High does have mercy upon whom he has mercy. Grace upon whom he has grace. That is very true. And he does allow for these things to be, even in some women, but for in some scenarios, in a lot of scenarios, y'all walking around here infertile because of the damage that you've caused to your body during your hot girl years, during your let it all hang out years, during your I'm just gonna be free with my body and do what I want to do because I'm not ready to tie down and settle down. When women of the scripture could not wait to have the man that the Most High had for them so that they could have children. That was one of the things that women desired and wanted the most, and that was children. Yet we don't still live by those ways of thinking. We would rather live a selfish life and so-called preserve our bodies for our 20s and our years of, you know what I'm saying, being free, rather than using our bodies for what it was made for, and that was to reproduce. We want to live these over-sexualized lives where we want to show off everything and get our butts done and boobs all hanging out and everything for the attention that we want in our 20s. When our bodies in so many ways were made for raising and nurturing a child. Even for example, y'all like to over-sexualize your breasts. It's so much that y'all don't realize. The breasts aren't even used as a sexual tool, except for, we'll just say, when it's between the confinement of you and your husband. Okay, but for everybody, no. Listen, your breasts were made that when you become pregnant, they fill with nourishment and resources to feed your child. I had a conversation with somebody and I said, animals even have more sense than us as human, who are supposed to be made in the likeness and the image of the Most High. Yet they have more sense than we do. I said, when have you ever seen a cow walking on a farm? No, never. That cow, that female cow, knows that those breasts are for feeding their young, not for showing off and trying to get a man, or showing off to compete with the next fake body next to him. Like, when are we gonna wake up and do better? I'm just saying. And don't misunderstand me. I'm not coming from a past where it's squeaky clean. No, not at all. But very early on, I snapped out of the delusion of and realized, I gotta straighten up. And ever since then, I've just been learning as I've been going. I've been bettering myself as I've been going. And we all need to begin to do that. Because at the end of the day, what's gonna happen to us ladies is we're gonna be alone with nobody. Because what we have failed to do as women. And if we just so happen to have somebody, it might be somebody that we've had to settle for because we've refused to straighten up and abide by what we needed to secure that ideal, perfect relationship that the Most High had for us. So, you all who's going through this hot girl phase, I'm not messing up my body, I ain't trying to have no kids, all this bullshit, it's time to let it go. Because that way of thinking is gonna have you lonely. That way of, if you're thinking that way, I can only imagine the other stuff that comes out of your mouth as well. That way of thinking and living is going to have you alone. It is going to have you settling. So at some point soon, it is time to wake up and understand the value of yourself and act upon it. Let go of that foolish way of thinking. And then you come over into a point in time in life where, something I just learned not too long ago. And I'm like, this is dumb. Soft girl era. Like, after you done slutted out, after you done went through your whole phase, after you done went through your party days, after you done went through all of this foolishness, oh, now I'm in my soft girl era and I need a man that, man, get out of here with that bullshit. It is bull. Straight up bull. And let me tell y'all, that is a hard wall to hit. So to prevent from hitting that, understanding that you just might be alone, you need to get your act together and get it together ASAP. While there's still a chance for you, let's change our way of thinking. Let's change our way of viewing things. Because we need to do better collectively as women. So I thank you all for listening. Again, make sure you check out my website, purposelyhere.com, where you can find my self-published book, as well as this t-shirt and your 2025 graduation memorabilia. Let's not forget about that. So I'll talk to you all soon. You all stay blessed, stay safe, and get a different mindset. Bye.